Episode 7, Don't Hear Me, was a great episode. I like it. It's the best of Series 12. In the last video, I said that came out today, by the way. Double upload by me. Like, that's crazy. Back to the actual review. Right, the episode starts off not with the intro, but with an actual bit set in 1300 Syria, in the world's biggest hospital, which only has 12 patients. Like, world's biggest hospital, but 12 patients. Like, come on. But yeah, that starts off great. The hand bit, okay, that kind of reminds me of Heaven Sent, with the confession monster thingy that would, you know, grab the doctor's face and kill him. You know what I mean. I'm probably gonna put a picture up. No, I'm not going to, because I'll rush this out, don't I? Yeah. No, then we see the companions, you know, do their own stuff. Okay, like we have Ryan goes to his friend's place, Yaz goes to her family, Graham goes to his friends, and I'm just gonna say this now, Yaz has no friends. Like, we've never actually seen her with friends. This makes sense, you know, her not having any friends, okay, because like 3 years before she meets the doctor, she was running away because she was getting bullied, and I'm gonna have to assume that she had no friends there either. Okay, and that's why she's running away, because she felt all alone. And her sister goes and calls the police and you know, talks her into going back home. It was a nice moment. I like that. Like, all the bits with the companions were good. Like, it was like, this was a good episode. It's the best one. There was no unnecessary dialogue. I mean, there probably was, but I've forgotten it. And you know, if there was only a little bit, I guess, if there was any. The doctor's shown to, you know, not like being alone, because she drops off the companions, okay, and says, oh, well, we'll meet back tomorrow. So what she does is skip ahead to tomorrow, but, you know, she doesn't, because she gets the stress signal. So she goes 1300 Syria to the hospital that got attacked by those bad CGI monsters. Like, the CGI in Series 11 and 12 is good, but only for like machines and stuff. Any living beings, it doesn't look good, which makes sense, because, you know, with something that's alive, it's going to move a lot and stretch this, and the skin's going to stretch and stuff. So yeah, it makes sense. But anyway, yeah, the doctor goes and meets, I forgot the person's name, but yeah, she meets someone, and they try and find out what this beast was, but it's non-existent, because we find out that it was just a recreation of that person's nightmare, which she then overcomes and gains control over. Now, does she keep that thing, and how long do those things live for? Like, do they die when that person dies? I don't really know, because that thing might be around forever. Now, Graham gets some messages implanted in his head, which is what moves the story forwards. Ryan, he's a pro FIFA player. He plays Call of Duty. He's pretty good with a gun. He can fly a plane, but can't ride a bike or climb a ladder. No, not a ladder. He can't go down a slide. Like, he either has dyspraxia or he doesn't. Like, pick one of them. So anyway, Ryan's friend goes to sleep and gets hit with a finger. Now, 4 fingers, no, not 4, 5 fingers fly out of this guy's hand. Not the friend, I need to explain this better, don't I? Right, so there's this old guy who is standing over Ryan's friend's sleep, and whilst he does that, his fingers just fly out of his hand, and one of them goes into his ear, but like, where are the other fingers? Like, where did they go? It happens multiple times. Does one of the fingers go up his poo-poo hole? Who knows? Okay, probably. Okay, not really, but like, come on, where did the fingers go? So they all call the doctor because a bunch of weird stuff's happening. Wait, I forgot. Yaz also sees that old guy as well, but that's only for a moment. And yeah, anyway, they all call the doctor. The doctor decides to go on Graham's thing. He sees visions and stuff of this person. They do that instead of helping out Ryan's friend, who they know. Well, Ryan knows, so they should have probably, you know, tried to help him out instead. But they didn't. Not really a big problem, just, I don't know, it kind of bugged me a little bit. They're on the TARDIS, and Graham says something great. I mean, it's Graham. Right, he says stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna, I'd put a clip up, but the video would probably get taken down. So yeah, you either seen the episode and you know what I'm saying, or you haven't seen the episode. Then what are you doing watching this video? And what are you doing watching this video? Can't say video. Oh no. Right, so then they're on the ship. They find out that they see 2 planets almost colliding with each other, and there's something in the middle. They notice it's a prison. They think that the old guy has this person imprisoned there, torturing her by shoving a bunch of nightmares into her head, which isn't the case. Okay, it's a prison, but the old guy didn't put her there. It was the two planets they trapped her, which we find out in this animated segment, which some people were worried about, but what were they gonna do with it being an animated segment? The most likely option was it's gonna be used for exposition, you know, like for a visual aid, which was great. I liked it. It was a good animation. Yep. Right, so they free the woman that's trapped in the prison thingy. Then the companions and the doctor get imprisoned, whilst the man and the woman, who are essentially gods, got the devil. We've got heaven as well. That's also in Doctor Who. Now we have gods, plural. Okay, there's more than one in this universe. Those two go to Earth and they start harvesting nightmares. And you know, he does the finger thing again, where he's in a room with one person and all 5 fingers fly out his hand. He only needs to take one out. Where do all the other fingers go? I'm assuming it goes up her poo-poo hole. No, I shouldn't be saying that because this was a little girl that this happened to. So, yeah. Anyway, we see each character's nightmares, and I did say to my brother that a nightmare episode in any show is always a good episode because you see more of the character. You know, like you get to see their fears, their vulnerabilities. We know more about them. He didn't believe me, but you know, we watched the episode. And like, see, I told you, you stupid idiot. Okay, nightmare episodes are a good episode. Right, so we see Ryan's nightmare, which is that his best friend has grown old, the world is on fire, and then we see dregs. Now you might be like, oh, why are there dregs? Because in episode 3, the best episode ever of the series, because it has Benny in it. I mean, no Pating, but it has Benny, so good enough, I guess. So in Orphan 55, Ryan has a girlfriend who he then loses to the dregs. Now, it's not shown, but like, you kind of have to assume that they're dead by the dregs. So, you know, it makes sense, okay, and I like that. Then you have Graham's nightmare, which was him getting cancer again. He also sees Grace, who's dead, if you didn't know that, which of course you did. Then you have Yaz's nightmare, which you don't really know what's happening there. It's explained at the end of the episode. Then you have the Doctor's nightmare, which isn't that good. It's just the Timeless Child clip that we saw in episode 2, but longer and less hazy, I guess. Okay, I didn't like the transitions, the smoky transitions that just swiped across the screen. It wasn't that good. I mean, it was good for Ryan's nightmare because it was fire, there was already smoke in his nightmare. It was nice then, but you know, with Yaz and Graham, it wasn't. So anyway, somehow the Doctor manages to break free from the nightmare, and then in the easiest way possible, she gets access to her sonic screwdriver and breaks free from the shackles, gets everyone out, is somehow able to control mythical beings' fingers somehow with the sonic screwdriver. Don't really understand how that's possible, but it is, apparently. Doesn't work on wood, does work on mythical fingers. The beast that was in the beginning of the episode is tamed because that person has overcome their fear and is able to control the monster, and is then stuff happens, I guess. Okay, they all confront the mythical people and end of the story, I guess. Then they just, you know, explore more into Yaz's thing, which was nice. I liked it. It added more to Yaz, which was great. You know, they all like talk about their vulnerabilities. It was a good episode. That's all I've got to say, really. It gets an 8 out of 10. Did you really think I was going to give this episode an 8 out of 10? No, there's no Pating. Like, no Pating, honestly. Like, come on, did you actually think I was going to give an episode with no Pating an 8 out of 10? Come on, the episode is obviously a 0 out of 10. No Pating. Come on, guys. So yeah, the episode was it was nice. It talks about mental health and stuff, and you know, seeking help, and the episode title was also pretty good as well. Can you hear me? Because you know, I don't think I'm the one to talk about this. I don't suffer from mental issues. No. Yep. No problems at all. Yeah, the title's good, you know, Can Hear Me, you know, like, oh, I'm trying to reach out and stuff, but yeah, okay, because, you know, you find in the beginning of the episode, okay, this person's trying to talk to other people, but they're just ignoring her. Yeah, it's good, I like it. Like, the message in this episode was a lot better handled than in the last episode, which, personally, I thought was handled pretty well. I mean, it could have been a lot better, but now people say the Planet of the Ood handles the message better, but it doesn't, okay? It's on the same level as episode 6 of series 12, and on how it shows the message, okay? Same levels there, okay? The story in Planet of the Ood is better, but the way they talk about their messages, it's exactly the same. In this episode, handled a lot better, way better than in Orphan 55. Anyway, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, turn notifications on, and here's the outro. Yep, that was a real quick outro there. Yeah, I'm trying to get video out before 10 o'clock. Can I do it? Who knows? Pressure on the back, coming to the lecture, pop, picking it down. With a bit of beat, with the bubbles on now, with a bit of beat, with a bit of beat, with a bit of beat, bass. Robbing the back of the bass.